So the subject today. Chin chin. Chin chin.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up the chocolate.
Bottoms up.
Oh, it smells amazing.
I'm dribbling.
Good for you.
I'm excited.
I am too. Oh, that's like the amber nectar of the gods. Hot Chockyville. Right, absent parents. Go on then. You start it off.
Oh, absent parents. Do you reckon that just having being brought up with one parent is good enough than having another one?
I think it is.
Me too. Do you know, there was 5 of us, 5 siblings, as far as I'm aware, but my sperm donor, like I said earlier on the other video, I probably got so many brothers and sisters out there because he was a bit of a slag. Probably still is, actually. Although he's probably dead.
No, you'd have heard.
No, but I've probably heard.
I think that's wishful thinking.
Yeah, I haven't spoke to him for 10 years. Must be 10 years.
Yeah.
No, 8 or 9, whatever. Anyway, I don't care. Couldn't give a shit. But no, my mum brought 5 of us up, and she did a freaking good job.
Yeah, she did.
Actually, well, with 3 of us, the other 2 we don't speak to. But, so she did a good job with the 3 of us. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that he's out of the picture. He was never in it, really, even when we were kids.
I think that they're so disappointing, aren't they? You know, I mean, I'm on the other side of the coin there. On the one hand, because my mum and dad are still together, and I've been very fortunate.
So rare. It's so lovely.
Yeah, and they are a model, but I think it's a hard act to follow because it is quite rare nowadays. It's not impossible, but it's more common now than ever for a broken down family. See, you've experienced it on both hands because of your own sperm donor, and you know your relationships have broken down, your marriages, and obviously my daughter hasn't seen her father since she was oh my god, 2001. She was 7. You know, he weren't the nicest of blokes anyway, to be quite fair, but you know, we had our daughter together, we were engaged, you know, the whole shebang. I decided not to go down the marriage route. No, definitely not. I just did the half-hearted part, but then I had it was very important for me that Sam, my daughter, was wanted on both parts. I wouldn't have wanted a child. I mean, it doesn't always work that way for people. But for me, Sammy was very, very planned, and I think he just went along with it. He was obviously dipping his ink in the office ink everywhere else. Sam's definitely got at least 4 other siblings that unfortunately she doesn't know, which is a shame. A bit of a bully boy, you know. Could be really fun on the one hand, but as an example, you know, he used to grab me by the hair and pull me in the car because there was like a big age difference between us as well. So he kind of took on the role of where I'd not outgrown me mum and dad, but where I was out in the world trying to find my feet and all that. He was like this authoritative figure, but I think quite a perverted person really, because I was only 17 when I met him, and it was either him or the army. And I decided to go down that route. Should have gone down the army route.
Yeah.
Not disciplined enough. But, and then, you know, give it all that chat, gave me a load of bollocks, took me to court to have contact with his daughter. And I said to the woman, look, he ain't interested. He's just doing it to be an arsehole. I'd like to have thought that he'd have done it for Sammy's benefit. But at the end of the day, it turned out just the way it was. He decided to start a new family, get married, have a couple more kids, and Sammy became non-existent in his life. So, but then I was made to feel like a single parent when I was with him anyway, which is why I became one. I didn't intend to be one. I didn't set out to become a single parent. I'd have loved to have had a supportive partner. But then Sammy and I wouldn't be who we are today, would we?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, it's made me fiercely independent and strong.
Yeah, I think that's what it does, doesn't it? I mean, my sperm donor, like I say, he was never around anyway. He was always working or knocking off other women. I mean, I've got two. I mean, after my mum and him split up, he married his cousin's wife, had 2 kids with her. I would bet my life on it. There's more. Definitely bet my life on it. But I couldn't care less anyway. I've got my 2 sisters, and that's enough for me.
And your mum?
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing woman. She's my father as well as my mother.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. So
I think she's done an amazing job because you're lovely girls. And then you've taught those morals to your girls as well.
Absolutely.
And your girls are lovely. They really
Yeah,
are
they
really
wouldn't hurt a
lovely.
fly.
No.
But I think it's the way you were brought up. I mean, if my sperm donor had been about, you know, and been a proper father, then who knows what I would have been like. But I've had all the good in me is from my mother.
Yeah.
My other 2 sisters that I don't speak to, they're my dad.
And you can tell the difference.
Oh, absolutely, because they're selfish bastards as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, whereas you and like your other 2 sisters and your mum are very giving and loving and very family orientated, whereas we're on your sperm donor's side and your other 2 sisters' side, it's very self-interested. It's all about the self, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it all works out well in the end. You don't, I mean, it's who's to say that it has to work out that way? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't it? But
I mean, like with mine, I mean, my mum, when she was married to him, my mum was still having to go to work with 5 of us. And there was times where she was selling stuff in the house to make a bit of money, even though my dad was working.
because he was spending it on all these fancy women.
Yeah, he was. That's what he was doing. So, yeah, mum scrimped and scraped. And then, you know, I got married, and then after those divorces, and I scrimped and scraped. But she is so happy now. She's so much, and she's so well off now. You know?
Tables turned, didn't they?
Yeah, because one of my sisters was constantly on the scrounge.
Yeah.
And now she's out of the picture. Mum's quite well off. And I get it.
No, which is good, isn't
She
it?
helps me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I help my kids. You know, if they're in financial shtuck, they get help from me, and then I get help from my mum.
Sam helps me.
I don't ever remember my dad giving me anything. Never. Driving lessons. That's what I got. That's what I got. That's all I got.
Yeah. No cards, nothing like that.
Nah, just a waste of air.
You see, I don't understand how people can have children. I mean, no matter what happens between the parents, I couldn't do it. I could not. If I was a bloke and I'd had Sammy with like me or whatever, even though we didn't get along, because I've been very forgiving on many occasions, very forgiving. I've been a bitch as well, but you know, I actually went down the route of supporting. The only reason I sort of like said no in the beginning is because I thought he was just playing a game, because he always played mental games, and always he was a gaslighter, a narcissist, you know, an abuser, and basically played on my youth, I guess, my inexperience and so on. But you know, I became very strong very quickly. I had to, because I had my daughter to think about, and it's because of her. I think she saved me from a terrible fate, because it got to the point where I was starting to fight back, and I think we'd have killed each other. Yeah,
your life. It's funny, isn't it? Because you think life's got a habit of doing that. You know, if you went down that road, it will take you somewhere completely different.
Yeah,
you know, I often think that. You know, like with my partner now. had I not moved out of my house,
Yeah.
my last house, I wouldn't have met him.
And he's a lovely guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, how things would be so different now
Yeah.
had I stayed in that house.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? Life's got a bit of a habit of
Working out.
putting you in a different direction.
That's what I mean. It's like, you at the time you might think, oh, it's the end of the world and so on, and it takes you a little while to get over and to heal from shit like that. But at the end of the day, it all does work out for your betterment in the end, providing that you listen to the signs. So, for example, it's not easy to leave like an abusive relationship. Because it's that conflict and that confidence deflation and that pick all the time. And that's what that one there next door to me reminds me of, because even though I'm not his partner, he thinks that I am, because he would always pick until one day I thought, fuck off. Do you stop, because I'd be really polite and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And then I'd be like, no, fuck off. I'm going on a tangent again. I'm going down there somewhere.
I think it's love secretly.
Oh,
I think you should. Anyway, that's another story.
have his menopausal babies. His phantom babies.
He's probably got his ear to the wall now, going.
Yeah,
"Whoa."
I'm surprised there ain't a hole in the wall somewhere. Do you know what I thought about? He's done that.
The glory hole.
Yeah, a glory. Is that what that's called?
I think so.
Oh, it's a glory hole. Yeah. Well, I'll make sure I go up nice and close later then.
Clean it.
Wherever
Wherever
it-
be selling another box.
Yeah. But about the parents is, I was saying very unarticulately, like, Sam and I have been a team, you and your girls, before Pete came along, a team. You know what I mean? Your mum and you lot, a team. Do you know what I mean? And you build this bond with your kids. There's a lot of stigma, I think, with single parents. But I think it's more independent parents. And it takes a heck of a lot to stand on your own 2 feet and bring your kids up in this world. Whereas you'd normally have. But then sometimes partners can be a hindrance as well. Do you know what I mean? Because I've been single now for what? 2000. Well, I've been single since I left the P. I won't mention his name in case of lawsuits.
The P-man.
Yeah. Voldemort. But, I've moved on from all that shit and stuff, but I can't really give him the grace that he deserves because he hasn't earned it. It's not so much me, it's the way he's treated his child. Like, I cannot understand how people can just walk away. I know it's not all black and white, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't walk away from my child and just sort of like say, get on with it. I'm going to go and start again somewhere else.
No, I think men are. Obviously, they're completely different to women and how they think and feel and everything, And I think men just don't have that maternal thing.
No.
That the women have. I mean, I could never leave my kids.
Never.
Men just think, that's all right. It's normal for the woman to have the kids and see you later, I'm going to go and just reproduce constantly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they do. Yeah, not all. There are instances where women do it.
Yeah.
But predominantly it's men, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mainly
absolutely.
men. We're not anti-men, by the way. I used to be,
not at
but I'm
all.
not. I'm not.
No. I know sometimes we sound like we are, but
No.
I mean, I like men.
Yeah, I like men.
I prefer them to be 6 foot under, but I do like men.
I find men perplexing but interesting at the same time.
Yeah. I sort of get to that age as well, I think, where you just think, don't give a shit anymore.
No.
Men.
No.
Apart from my man, of course.
Yeah.
He's different.
Yeah.
Just in case he's watching.
Yes.
But, yeah, he is different.
Yeah, and he loves goats, doesn't he?
Yes. I'm so glad you said goats and not sheep. Because that's going to be another subject.
He likes sheep as well, doesn't he?
Well, he likes all animals, but
he likes all animals, but we're not going down that road.
Not he loves animals.
Yeah.
Oh dear. That's a lawsuit as well, I can see coming on.
Oh dear.
No, And when people say, "Oh, I'm a single parent," well, you're not. I hate that word as well.
Yeah,
Single parent.
I think it's independence. You are a parent.
Like you do have two.
Yeah.
Biologically.
Sam has got a father on her birth certificate, as you do.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't an immaculate conception.
You sure?
Oh, I did. I know you thought I had, didn't you?
I know I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I was like,
Mandy has.
Mandy's has it. No.
It's like your mother and father having.
It's like, where did you get that child from?
Yeah.
You must have nicked it.
Yeah. She didn't believe that Sammy was my baby. Because I was so different back then.
Oh, dear God, you was.
I was.
From hugging trees to waving at the sun and the moon to
Still
having
do
sex. I'm like,
Oh, no.
no.
I know I did it. I did it good.
You did it at least once.
I did it at least once.
Bless you, darling. Oh,
Yeah. No,
Nene.
I've played the field a little bit.
I think you get to our age and you have, well, most of the people at our age have.
Yeah.
We have.
Most STDs are over 50 now. Yeah. And do you know why?
I'm clear.
No, I haven't had sex for 23 years. When I say that back, that is horrific. Isn't it horrific? That's a long time.
Yeah.
But I know how. I'm. It's like riding a bike. Fish out of water, me. I can do the talk, but can I do the walk?
Wow.
Ooh. That's another thing. Sex and the over 50s. That's another fucking subject right there.
Well, yeah, I mean, bloody hell. It's already lubricated all the time. Every time I laugh. Every time I laugh, I like, oh,
Constantly moist.
tenner lady gonna sell another packet. It's fucking lubricates
That's
now.
it. Yeah, it does. The odd cough and sneeze, a little giggle, and yeah, there's websites for that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. The age thing, everything drops and spreads and
Yeah.
things. Like sex with me is like chucking a sausage up an alleyway now. It's like poking a fireplace.
Hang on a minute. It's a bit wide berth. Wide berth. Is it wide berth? That's sausage up Snargate Street.
Yeah, just chuck a piece of coal in a fire. That's me.
Hello.
I invented fisting.
I doubt that very, very much. The weak bladder, darling, is our age, and also the fact that you had
Children.
3 babies. I was going to say 3
And
babies.
I had them vaginally.
Yeah, I had Sammy vaginally. Yeah.
Mine's like a windsock now.
Did you? It's like,
Honestly, I've got to be careful because
I can't whistle.
if I sit down naked on the floor, I suck stuff up. Honestly, it's like a sink plunger.
it's like an octopus.
Yeah, like a snail. I leave trails. Silver trails now.
Oh my word!
Oh dear God.
Wow, I just have curtains.
Beef curtains.
That's what they used to call them, innit?
Oh, it looks like a punch trifle.
Well, yeah. What was mine? Mine's an
Chopped
old
kebab.
moccasin. No, mine's an old moccasin.
Old leather moccasin.
Yeah, a nice leather moccasin. Yeah, well worn in Istanbul. What's it? Istanbul.
What?
Oh, what's the name of the fucking country?
Istanbul.
Istanbul.
That used to be Constantinople.
Oh, she knows, you know. Mm.
Not much.
Is that from Mr. Horwood?
I don't know.
The only thing I learnt from Mr. Horwood's history class was AB. Is it AC?
B, C.
No.
A for apple, B for
No.
ball.
No. BC and AD. Anno Domini and before Christ.
Oh yeah, Anno Domini.
Yeah. My goodness. Oh, there's still life in the old girls yet. We've only just begun.
Yeah. Haven't we?
We have. Oh gosh.
Still so much to do.
So much to do.
We
There's
need,
so
we
yeah,
need a bucket list, don't we?
we do. Well, we are doing Brighton in March. Devon in May.
I know.
I
my
know.
God.
Yeah.
We're touring.
We're touring. And then I think we need to do... Do you know what we need to do?
What do we need to do?
Well, we need to do a sleeper train in Scotland.
A what?
A sleeper train. A Harry Potter...
Oh,
A sleeper train. I want to go on a sleeper train.
Really?
Yeah. I want to go on a train overnight and sleep on it.
So what sleeper train?
And that's
then?
what a sleeper train.
Oh, a bloody hell.
Yeah, a sleeper train. You can do it. A good friend of mine tells me there's one in Scotland somewhere. You can get it.
Wow.
I want to go on a couple of train journeys. I love the train.
Do you?
When they're not on strike. Yeah. I
Yeah.
love the trains. Do you know the train I want? There's two trains in particular I want to go on, and that's the Harry Potter
And
one
a sleeper train.
and a sleeper train. And the Polar Express.
Yeah, that might be a bit tricky. I'll bring
But I
Tom
would love
Hanks
that.
later and see.
Yeah, can you find out when he's next to a conductor on
I
there?
will.
A guardsman. My dad used to be a guardsman.
Did he?
Yeah, I used to play with his flags and his torch. Oh,
But
that
that's
sounded
another
so wrong.
story.
That's so wrong. He used to have a red flag and a green flag, and I used to play with them. And then he had this light, and this was back in the 70s. This was so like a light that changed into green.
Oh, I remember them.
You remember them and red.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and did it have an amber on it? I can't
No,
remember.
I don't think so.
But it was red and green, and it would change colour. Now there's lights everywhere. They change colours all over the place. I mean, you're talking about our Christmas lights, right? That used to burn you.
Yeah. Oh,
Candles.
Christmas as a child. Wow.
That's another
Candles.
subject.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know.
Jesus. Oh, my God.
Oh, don't stand next to the Christmas tree. Freaking nylon night you used to go out in flames.
Human
used to-
combustion.
That you used to get the one, you know, the old
Yeah.
that weird material.
Yeah. I want to get myself a pair of men's pyjamas. You know those old-fashioned stripy ones? I really like them.
I have to call you Schmall.
Yeah, small. Small?
Boy in the stripy pajamas.
You always mention that film, The Boy in the Striped
Oh, I
Pyjamas.
love it.
Oh, mate.
It's so sad.
It is sad.
First time I watched that,
It
I
is
was like,
sad. I can't watch it.
oh, I cried like a baby.
Yeah.
I don't now because I'm like,
Yeah. It's like Lassie. You get over it.
Mm.
Hey, girl. Is Tommy down the well?
Yeah, we is. What? I mean, come on now.
Oh,
I mean, my dog's intelligent, but
what about the littlest hobo?
oh no, that used to make me cry.
Here's a calling.
There's a voice
Calling
keeps on
down.
calling me.
That's it. Down the road is where I've got to be.
Every
Gentle-
step I make a new,
New
friend.
friend.
Can st- oh, hang on.
Da,
Can't
da,
stop.
da,
I
da,
can't
da,
remember.
da, da, da. Maybe tomorrow I might settle down. Something.
I'll just keep moving
Mirror
on.
around. Oh, and it's so sad.
And do you know what else used to make me cry?
What? What?
Incredible Hulk.
Oh,
When he used
the
to
music.
when he used to hitchhike at the end. And
Yeah,
no
and
one
it was that
picked him up.
music, wasn't it? Can we
Oh,
find it?
I used to cry.
Let's have a listen.
Bloody hell. How sad.
Let's have a listen. Let's find the music. Incredible Hulk, sad music.
Oh.
Um,
Everyone used to call me Incredible Hulk at school.
yeah, because you
I
used to get into a moody.
angry. Used to get really angry, and then my clothes used to just fly off.
I did, just like now.
Another thing. I mean, he was quite a skinny. Was it Bruce Banner? Was
Yeah,
it Bruce Banner?
yeah.
Yeah. And then he used to get really angry. His eyes used to go green, then the whole body goes green, and his clothes rip apart from his shorts.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Oh no, it's the Incredibles theme tune I've got.
And where did he used to get his clothes from after?
That is the question, isn't it? Do you remember Chips?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I used to have the biggest crush on Don Johnson.
No, you never did it for me. Now you've got a big crush on Boris Johnson.
I think I might have.
Dreaming about him. Stay at home.
Incredible.
Save lives.
Yes. Oh,
We
here
do
it is,
that
isn't
all
it?
year round, mate. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember that?
That's
Danger.
very Halloween, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Scientists searching for a way to tap into
Where's the
a
sad
brain
song?
humans have. Then an accidental overdose of gamma radiation alters his body chemistry.
Oh, my God.
Don't make me angry.
Don't make me angry.
You wouldn't
don't
like me
when
when
I'm
I'm
angry. End song. Ending theme. Is that it?
Oh. He's hitchhiking. Oh. Oh, God. I'm going to cry.
Oh, what have I done here?
Saved my tears. That's what you've done.
Listen.
Oh.
Off he goes on his lonely way.
Too soon.
God. Oh, my Lord.
Oh.
There he goes,
I
look.
used to go, please, someone just pick him up. Just
Nobody
stop
picks him
for
up.
Look, I'd pick him up.
And this one, listen to the...
This is what happens when your kids get to the Hello
Oh,
Fresh
shut up.
Oh, Dave Solomon. Oh, John.
This one. Oh, our tune. Oh my God, it's called Romeo and Juliet. Listen.
Oh,
It's so sad. It always gets me in the back of the throat.
our tune.
A happy
Yeah.
birthday, early 40s. I'm not going to say how old you are, Susan.
You just said early
Yeah,
quarters.
he just said early
And
40s.
he thinks the world of you.
Oh. It's actually called Romeo and Juliet, this song.
I've got this on my Spotify.
Have you? Oh, it's...
Oh, the stories he used to tell. I was like that.
It's so...
Mandy hasn't had sex for 23 years.
It's hard to know with stories like this just how tough it has been.
Yeah, it is tough.
It's easy to
23
criticise,
years.
Heaven knows we all do.
Yes.
Criticise other people because you
I
see
won't
stories
mention
that make
Mandy
us
by
think,
her
"Oh,
first
which way
name.
that's going."
To save her from, catastrophes. But she hasn't had sex for over 23 years. And she's led a very sad and suffering life without Nookie Nora.
Without touch of man.
Without a touch of man. No one loving her. No husband to love her, to look after her, to protect her. She's out there in the world all on her own, surviving for her child, hunting for food, Brussels sprouts from the local allotment,
Picking donkey shite.
having a
Eating hay.
hard life. But she gets on with it. She does well. Oh, let's find this one. Do you remember? Hang on. Heidi.
Oh.
The old one. Where's the old one?
she used to do
Mrs.
my-
Rottenmeier.
Yeah, not Heidi Klum.
Is that her? Heidi. Baby's at 74. Is that the one?
No, I don't think so.
It's
It looks like her, but I don't think it's the original.
well, it's 1974.
It might be them.
Oh, hello. Is it that one? BBC Video. It used to go do 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 do. Yes, is it?
Is it? Wow. It's like Pittsburgh, isn't it?
Bloody hell. Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
So annoying.
Is it music. It's not music though, is it? It's
It's very
Miss
sound of
Rottimer.
music, isn't it?
Yeah. That must be the goat horn. Oh, there she gets towed away, doesn't she? No, so I remember this episode actually.
When you've had your dinner.
Oh, there's Peter.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you
Very dubbed.
remember?
It was dubbed.
Yes, I remember.
It was dubbed.
Yes.
There's old Grandpa. There's Grandpa.
My God. Didn't we watch them shit
Oh
when we were
my
kids?
God, yeah.
It's on fire.
Oh, no,
Look,
no.
Peter, isn't it beautiful?
Oh, isn't
Yeah,
it
look at the
beautiful?
dubness.
It's not really on fire.
Oh, shut up, Peter.
Oh, Peter,
Oh,
piss
it's
off.
going.
We know you want to shag her when she's older and of age. Yeah. My God. No, it's that one, isn't it? Heidi, that's 2005. No, it's the one, isn't it? But it's slightly, yeah, because I remember her having very curly, tight hair,
Yeah.
and it was dubbed in Miss Rottenmeier with the blue shirt and the vinegar tits. Oh, Monkey.
Monkey!
Oh, I used to love Monkey. The old Monkey. Hang on, that was really dubbed as well.
Oh,
Monkey.
you used to fly on a cloud.
Yeah, that's the one. Where is it?
And you used to have the prince.
There he is. Look, Monkey.
You want to fight?
Because this guy hacked them and he created
Fight me.
a new settle page where almost everything is on set. You can
Who's that? Here it is.
In the worlds before Monkey.
In the world before Monkey.
Rain,
It's that electro music, isn't it?
Very, yeah.
but the
Listen.
phoenix can fly only when its feathers are grown.
I used to love watching that.
The four
Yeah.
worlds formed again and yet again, as endless eons wheeled and passed. Time and the pure essences of heaven, the moisture of the earth, the powers of the sun. and the
My
moon,
God, we watched some.
all
Yeah.
Although we did watch a lot of good stuff.
Oh,
I have to say.
yeah.
It became magically fertile.
We have to go inside.
Oh.
I've got to pick up a chair.
Oh, yeah, she's going to pick up a chair. She got the chair. That's amazing. Right, we better go then, yeah? It's
Yes.
over half an hour.
Oh my God, don't you talk.
Oh, I do.
Oh, rabbit,
Oh,
rabbit,
God, it's
rabbit.
because I don't have anyone to play with.
You can watch your Monkey and your Heidi. And your
I'm going
Hulk
to,
now.
yeah, I am. And Kenny Everett. I'm going to watch that later.
Oh.
Can't be a bit of hot gossip. That's where I get all my moves from. Anyway, bye, guys.
We love you.
Do you want to turn it off?
Oh, let me turn this off. Ta-ta.
Bye,
See you
darling.
soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.